Get over here and watch this review. And since you're already here, hi. It's Scorpion. I apologize for the loud noise, but yeah, I had to do it. I had to get Scorpion. So we already covered everything here with Sub-Zero, so there's no real, except it's just Scorpion themed instead of Sub-Zero themed. You got the Mortal Kombat picture, Scorpion, Mortal Kombat. I don't really need to go in this much, but I mean, I guess if you didn't watch the Sub-Zero review, go watch the Sub-Zero review and then come back. I'll wait. But yeah, I had to go with the freaking Demon of the Nether Realm. Because how can you not have a Scorpion? Like, seriously. I'm going to leave that plastic stand in the package this time. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Ah. All right. Yeah, come on, work with me, Hanzo. Hanzo, behave. Ugh. Okay. Alright. So, I guess we have to get the elephant, talk about the elephant in the room and talk about good old Scorpion's backstory. Because I'm kind of guessing that most people who don't know Mortal Kombat might know Scorpion, but they don't really know his backstory. So he's a member of he's actually a ninja. Unlike Sub-Zero, who says he's not a ninja, this guy actually is a ninja. He's a member of the Japanese Shirairyu. Yeah. That's how at least he pronounces Shirairyu. Ninja clan, who I forget, his clan was murdered and he ended up being killed as well. But he was then revived as, well, a demon of the Netherrealm, which in Mortal Kombat, the Netherrealm is basically hell. So this guy is, unfortunately, doesn't have his signature removable face, but he's technically a zombie. He was brought back to life. I don't know if he's made of hellfire, but he can control hellfire. There's an awesome scene in the MK11 story mode where if you play as if you play as Scorpion against Sector just shoots fire out of his Robo Gauntlet, and Scorpion's just like he just stands there and takes it. Like, he's such a badass. And his whole thing is rage. He is very angry about the death of his family. And he ended up taking out that revenge on the first Sub-Zero, Bihan. Ended up killing him, holding up his skull. But then eventually, that Sub-Zero, you can't see him, but he's off camera here, ended up making peace with Scorpion. So Scorpion ended up on the good guys, and in MK11 he was able to grow old. Damn you, Dvorha! Wait. No, yeah. His face is that. It's actually just a face in here. The rest of his head is just this. He just has, whoa, hello. Yeah, if you can kind of see in there, it's just the face. There's nothing else to his head. I guess, wait, what is that ball joint system? I think it's a double barbell ball joint, but it's like it's horizontal. Okay. But yeah, and then MK11 Uh, he ended up getting killed by Devora. And then he was not revived, but replaced by a younger iteration of himself, because Mortal Kombat 11 revolves all around time travel and like younger versions of characters coming into the future. So he ended up, we ended up still with a Scorpion, but with the one who's this guy who's a character arc got finished. But I do really like Scorpion's design in MK11. It's way better, in my opinion, than MK9 or MKX, because they actually went back to the bright yellow. Because that's Scorpion. He's a bright yellow ninja. It really did not sit well with me, even though I've only gotten more into Mortal Kombat since MK11. But going back and looking at Scorpion's old design from like MK9, like the pale, dull yellow, it doesn't suit him. So I'm happy they went with vibrant yellow. And they also mixed in a little bit of red flames on his I don't want to say skirt, but the that right there. And he does have that same double like the layered shirt that Sub-Zero does. Again, as I was mentioning in the Sub-Zero review, he does have a little bit of extra armor because he's survived for so long. He's got the shoulder plates similar to Sub-Zero. He's got arm guards. He's got leg guards, which do look very Japanese in their design. The sheet metal plate like, covering itself is very, very reminiscent of samurai armor. It feels. And he's got the well, it's not shoe. I think it's a common Japanese shoe. I don't know the name of, but it's like not. It's kind of open-toed. It's not a. It's not. Well, it's sort of a flip-flop, but there's a specific name for it, which it's common in. I believe like it's a common ninja foot guard as well, but yeah, this articulation is kind of odd. I mean, of course he has his metal mouth plate, which again he didn't have in the story mode. I hate to rag on it, but it bugs me even more with Hanzo, because his name it. Shut up. Not the phone. Shut the phone. Because he didn't have the hood. He didn't have the mask. He had a ponytail, I believe, and like he had somewhat of a beard as well, because he'd gotten old. Even one line from like Cyrax, who got transported into the future. He's like he was like, Kuai Liang, you've gotten so old. But and then like Scorpion was just similar, but give you a little bit. I do like how it's textured, the hood. Like there's multiple layers of fabric. You can see he's really not covering up much. Almost exposed nipple. He's got like a red. I don't even know if it's not even big enough to be a shirt. It looks like a kind of a red tank top under his yellow ninja uniform. The baggy pants as well. They're baggy shorts, they look like, with a bit of yellow, I guess, supposed to be pants, but it makes it look like his leg is just yellow. And on the back, give you a good shot. So we'll go over articulation. As said, the face is ball jointed on like a double barbell, so it can rotate that much. It can go that far up. Can't really go down. The hood itself is connected to the body via ball joints, so you can get full rotation, get forward and backwards, a little bit of side to side. Nice range on there. Shoulders are a little bit more hampered than Sub-Zeros, unfortunately, due to the design of the armor. Here, let's give a good shot of the two together. Are they? I think Scorpion's a little bit taller. At the yeah, he's a little bit taller looking at him. His joints are a little higher set, but it's so nice to have these two together in their most current iterations before inevitably the franchise gets rebooted again and they get brand new designs. But I really hope there's more than just Series 1 coming. Because I want a new Raiden. Like, there's so many characters. Johnny Cage. Some of the more generic human characters, I'm not sure. Maybe, like, definitely Jax. Definitely Kano. Maybe Cabal. But Liu Kang. Maybe a young Kung Lao. I don't know if they'll do, like, their Revenant designs or their Young designs. I don't. Because these guys were Revenants in, like, MKX. But they were revived by, like, brought back to normal life by the time of MK11. However, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Katana, and Jade were not. So I don't know what MacFarlane is going to do with the rest characters. They could do either Dark Raiden from, like, the start of the game, or, like, do the young Raiden. Because the only difference will be, like, the color of the outfit and the color of the lightning. Would they give him lightning effect parts? Because I was proven wrong by this right here, which we will get to. When I said in my review of Sub-Zero that I didn't think they would do the whip for Scorpion, but I was proven wrong. Torso. Oh, I was going shoulder first. Yeah, it only goes about that far because it bumps into the. It's thin armor, but it doesn't move much. It gets out of the way maybe that much. Backwards about the same. You could try and force it to get all the way, but I don't really want to flex the plastic too much. Okay. Outward, faux ratcheted. It can go that far. Yeah. You have your bicep swivel, your double jointed elbow with a nice curl, your wrist, which is on a hinge, and a swivel at the wrist and a swivel at the joint as well, where the joint connects into the arm. So he will be able to accomplish some really good samurai, like sword holding poses, because that's the one joint you always hope for with anyone that holds a sword, is the downward wrist. And we will get to those swords soon. It's growing back in slowly. Waist, you do have here 360 horizontal swivel, a bit of a forward and backward. I think, yeah, this is a ball joint. Okay, so you get some range. Unfortunately, due to the material, he has an ab joint, but it's completely blocked off. Like, it's the waist ball joint that's moving here, not the actual. You can see the cut right in here. That would be a waist joint, so that's unfortunate. I forget. Let me. No, oh, it was the same thing on Sub-Zero. I didn't mention it. Or I don't know. I don't actually remember what I mentioned for his waist articulation, but it's a ball joint that kind of hampers, but it also has nice range. You can go forward and backwards. You can go like that far back. You can kind of force it, but you're gonna pop the joint out at some point. So I don't think that's a good idea. Hips, nice forward. They can the skirt can get out of the way. Forward with a faux detent, same as outwards. He can go all the way out, which is good because Scorpion loves his kicks. Most Mortal Kombat characters love their kicks. Is there a thigh? There's a... Ah! That is really stiff. But there's a thigh, or a knee swivel right below the thigh. Oh my god, I don't like the sound of that! Double jointed knee with a very nice range of motion on it. Can go all the way back. Is there a joint? I don't think, no, there's not a joint. Look below. Looking at the sculpt, there's definitely not. And the foot is faux ratcheted forwards. Get a little bit of in and out. You can also get a swivel due to the connection. And the this armor piece is soft plastic that looks like it's just glued on top, so it will flex a bit. And you do have a deep toe bend, which looks painful. And it can afford a little bit of down, but not much. And yeah, this guy's on par with Sub-Zero with the 22 points of articulation and the whole looking really good thing. So now we talk accessories. And first thing we get to are not his signature weapons, but his sort of side weapons. His swords. We get to talk about swords. Considering he is a ninja, he does have a ninjakin. I don't know what the technical term for, because it wasn't a katana. It was based off a katana, I believe. The ninja's sword, but it's a bit shorter, if I recall. The ninja, and he also has what I believe is a tanto. So you can take a look at both of them. Very simplistic. You've just got like a yellow, like this pattern is very kind of stereotypical, because like you can see it on plastic toys, plastic props that I had as a kid that had that. It's just like that weave of the hilts, like the material. I have a kendo stick in the other room. I could show it off, but I'm not going to. And it's a very, very basic pommel. Nothing really interesting about these, because that was one of the things in the game was you could customize his swords as well, along with his look. And he can hold them. Ah, I'm stabbing him in the. Okay. Shut up, phone. I'm gonna guess he's a righty, because that's more common. You can put it in his hand, and he can look kind of menacing. Unfortunately, he can't dual wield. Well, I mean, it feels like I'm forcing like the joints, but there's not quite the proper. Oh well, that's as close as I'm gonna really get. Like something like that. Oh, he's not even. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, there we go. Something like that. He can hold his sword two-handed. Pretty well. You would hold one higher up and one lower if you were holding something like a katana. You can do that. Or he can... I think most of his moves in the game came straight from the sheath. So it would commonly be like backhanded sword strikes. But let's just give him... We'll give him one in each hand. So he can dual wield his little Tonto and his. I'm just gonna call it a Ninjakin because, well, that's what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles called it. But as I was mentioning, he can point it forward, so he doesn't look static. He can hold it backwards, pretty good. That's actually a very dynamic, very natural looking. You hold the blunt end of the sword on your shoulder, and just he's pointing the small one out. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm happy with how he poses with his swords. I could get into more dynamic posing, but save it. Now, you may be wondering, where's he going to put them if they're not in his hands? Well, the creators, the people actually had the wherewithal to properly give him hilts. Not 100% sure how there's these slots right here. I see. Okay, so the big one plugs into the one right here and the one right there on the front of his belt. So it's gonna plug in like that, I believe. Yes. If I can futz the plastic around, it's gonna peg in like that. And then the small one right here, it's give you a little bit of look. It's just black with some yellow, not tape around it, but I don't know. And this one has a little bit more to it. Not much more, but considering it's bigger, it has a little bit. It's more heavily wrapped. And I think this one's gonna it's gonna go under. Is it? Can it? Okay, so I have to plug the small one in first from the looks. Because this there we go. And then I can plug the big one around it, I think. You know, it would have been like a little, I don't know, not instructions, but like, yeah, something to help me, something to help a person realize what they're doing. Might have been nice. Because it doesn't feel like there's enough room to do this, but all right, I'm gonna have the small one, and there's a, yeah, it's is it? Yep. Okay, that's, God, that snap didn't feel good, but there you go. It goes right in. Put the other one in ahead of time. So that one was better. That one was smoother. The short one, though, I don't know. Yeah, and if you're playing the game, most of his sword attacks come straight for the hip, where he like very much EI Jutsu, which is the Japanese art of the quick draw. Please don't tell me I didn't break it yet. Oh my god. Because this, I don't know about this plastic, really. Okay. Have I finally got it? I've been futzing with it, and Lord. Nope, I don't have it. Okay. Give it one more try and then just move on to the final accessory. Because the belt is soft plastic, so it's like, and it feels like there's stuff in the way, so I can't get a good grip. Oh my god, why is this such a... There. Nope. I have it on one belt, but there. That's what you're gonna. And then it slid off. Oh, joy. I love when my action figures fight me. They're supposed to fight each other, not me. Oh my god. I'm struggling with this. Because the small one's in the way. That's my biggest issue there. Nope. Sort of had it for a second, but it's not actually plugging in. But that's the best I'm going to get it. So yeah. He could actually kind of, yep, he can draw from his hip like he does constantly, or I think you'll, I have to go back and watch, but have to play with Scorpion again. I don't remember which one he actually drew forwards, because it's, no, something. I'm wasting a lot of time. Let's get to the final accessory, his iconic, famous weapon, his rope dart. Does this come apart? No, it does not. Okay. So, yeah, this was a surprise to me that they were actually able to do this. It's, detail-wise, it looks very much like his, like, it's made out of chain. Let me see. How would you go about this? Because you can't just hold it here. Or maybe you can feed it through his hand? I think I can feed it through his hand. Yeah, okay. I guess that's what you're supposed to do, but because he shoots them from his wrists, generally. There's no, like, tab in anywhere for this. But I'm just being as careful as possible because it's thin plastic. It's not the strongest stuff. There you go. His iconic "get over here." The tip does look probably accurate to one of them because, again, customization is a thing with MK11. And I was actually wondering how stable it would be because, like, a lot of weapons just sag, but no, it's thin enough that it stays airborne, which Transformers have never been able to figure out with, like, or Mace weapons have never been able to figure out. I can especially think of, like, yeah, Masterpiece Megatron and his mace or his flail, whatever you call it, has a problem staying airborne because it just goes meh. Because you put any weight to it, and it's, again, just going to go meh. But this, nope. Looks good, wraps around his arm. I'm kind of satisfied with it. Unfortunately, like, would I like, I don't know, something to do with one of his fatalities, maybe? Oh, and I realize I got the wrong fatality when talking about Sub-Zero. The skull one, it's like, what was I, no, I combined both of his fatalities when I was talking about it. Because he doesn't punch the back of it. Because that one is, he cuts the head off with an ice axe and then punches it. The other ones, he grabs it and flails it eye first onto the spike. But that's probably not from that. It's just from his intro where he breaks the skull. But would I like something from one of Scorpion's fatalities? Well, he has it right here. He uses his chain, cuts the person in half. Or his other one, he flames through them. He's a I hate to say it, but he's the Human Torch of the Mortal Kombat universe. He flames on and he Superman's, and then he I believe he cuts their head off and he throws his spear and like impales their head through. Stop. I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, I'm totally satisfied with this Scorpion figure. It looks awesome. It poses well. Its accessories make sense, and it's a modern Scorpion figure. And again, as I said in the last video, this is the best you're gonna get at this price range because it's about $30. And I think this is the best. I'm gonna keep saying it. The best you're gonna get for $30. But yeah. So thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I do hope they continue this line with more characters from MKX. Maybe go back and redo some characters from MKX, some of the ones that didn't make it into MK11. Did I say MKX twice? I don't know. I want more characters from MK11, but I also want just more Mortal Kombat characters in general. So, until next time, keep it weird, or you might just get Ninja at your door, and he's not going to be very happy. Bye.